Hello friends, I am Adinath Giri from Giri's Tech Hub, Pune. Welcome in a session of a Spring Boot tutorial. Friends, in this session, we will discuss about how to select or how to fetch a data from a database table using a Spring Data JPA. Spring Data JPA. Okay, so friend, consider here, uh, we have already created a project. Okay, so just wait. We have a database, and the name of the database is Spring Boot JPA. So just wait, friends. I am opening the my MySQL. Just wait. Yes, just wait. Yes. So friends, here we have a system password. Use Spring Boot JPA. A select star from a employee. So friend, consider we have a table. The name of a table is employee. It contains one record, one Sanjeev engineering and 30,000 salary is here. Okay. So friends, now we want to fetch a data from a database table. Right. Now we want to fetch a data from a database table. So we have some steps. Steps to fetch a data. Steps. Right. We have some important steps is here. If you want to fetch a data from a database table. So friends, we have a first step is create the method in a service layer name as public list of employee get all employees. This is very first step is friends. So friends, open the project. Just open the project. Okay, in a project we have a service layer. Just wait. In project we have a service layer. Okay, so in service layer you have to write a method. Just wait. Here you have to declare the method public list of employee, then get all employees. This is a simple method we want to write here. Just wait, I'm writing here import java dot util dot star is here. Just wait. Then come in service layer, then click here add unimplemented methods. Just wait. This is your method. This is the first stage. Then second stage is call the find all method. Find all method of it. JPA repository in a service layer. JPA repository in a service layer. So friends, we have a question. What is a find all method? So we can say find all is a, what is the find all method is here? So we can say find all is a method of a JPA repository which help us to fetch all data from a database table and right stored in a list collection. Okay, as a stored in list collection row as a object. Okay, so friend, just you have to write like as, just we need to write here your syntax is a like as, just a syntax is like as, here a list of here we can say object means we can store the any type of object, and here we have a find out. So just friends, we have a sample code is here how we can implement. Suppose we have this method in service layer, and service layer you have to write here a list of employee, list of employee list equal to repository dot find out. It's very simple, friends. So just we want to be implemented practically. So friends, just wait. Okay, come in a practical in a service layer. Okay, in service layer you have to be right here a list of employee. Then we write here a list employee equal to list employee equal to employee repository dot find all. Employee repository dot find all is here, and we can return here a list of employee. List of employee. Okay, just. It is very simple. Then we have one more step is the step is step number 3. Create the endpoint in a controller name as create the endpoint in a controller and name as create the endpoint in a controller name as suppose public list of employee get all employees or get all employees. Okay, so friends here, okay, we have to be create an endpoint in a service layer. So just open the service layer, sorry, in controller, sorry, open the controller here. Okay, so in controller we need to create a endpoint like as a public list of employee get all records or get all employees. Right here you have to import the package of a list collection. It is java.util.list. Yes. Then we need to call here a service layer. Then I write list of a list equal to employee service dot find out employee service dot employee service dot get all employees. Sorry. And here you have to be use the generics here. We can write employee and just we need to be here. Just we need to return it. The return of a list is here. Yes or not? Return of a list is here. It's very, very simple. So just we need to create at the rate a get mapping. At the rate a get mapping slash all of slash. Okay, all employees. So why we use get mapping? Because we have a rule just when friends note when we fetch a data from a database table, the standard is we should have to write at the rate a get mapping. Okay, at the rate a get mapping with your endpoints. It's very simple. Okay, this is very simple logic, friends. Okay, so just we want to cross verify. Okay, data fetch from a database table or not. So just wait friends. Here if you think here, suppose we have here a root package. This is your root package. Just right click here, run as Java applications. Just wait. Just wait friends. Right, so here we have a yes, your project get executed. We have a port number is 2024. So we can directly open the browser here. We can directly open the browser localhost colon 2024 slash and your endpoint name, and your endpoint name is here. Right, so what is your endpoint name? I just wait. This is your endpoint all employees, and enter here. Okay, so just wait. Yes, this is your data from your database. ID is 1, qualification engineering, name Sanjeev and salary. Right, because we have only one record in database table. This is very simple. So friends, we have very more important part, right? How data written, okay, here. Friends, because here, if you think here, we use here a REST controller. We use here a REST controller at a class level. Means we can say these are all are the REST APIs. These are all are the REST APIs. Means in the case of REST controller, when we call or when we fetch a data, when we fetch a data from a database, right, to service, and a service to controller, then controller return a data in the form of a JSON, in the form of a JSON, okay, in the form of a JSON. This is very simple, friends. In the form of a JSON format. Means what happened here, how this JSON format get executed. So friends, if you want to understand this, just I am writing everything here in detail. Okay, so we get a complete idea how internally it is executed. This is very simple here. Okay, just wait, friend. This is your endpoint. This is your endpoint. Okay, just wait. Suppose, friend, consider this is your endpoint. If you think here, this is your endpoint. Okay, sorry, this is your service layer. Sorry. This is your service layer. I'm not writing a complete class because we have a less space. This is your service layer. This is your service layer. Okay, and just consider, friends, this is your database table. This is your database table is here. Just wait. This is your database table. This is your database table is here. Okay. This is your database table. Okay. Then, friends, if you think here, this is your repository layer. Just wait. This is your simple repository layer. If you think here, this is your simple repository layer is here. Okay. And just wait, guys. This is your controller. This is your controller. This is your controller. This is your controller. Okay, just wait. So this is your controller. Then how it is executed, it's very more important. So just wait, friends. If you think here, suppose this is your endpoint. This is your endpoint. Suppose, just wait, sorry. This is your endpoint is here. This is your endpoint. Okay, so it's very simple. This is your endpoint is here. Suppose consider, guys, this is a simple way. This is your end user. This is your end user. What happened internally? What happened internally? When your end user, okay, call your endpoint all employees, means internally this endpoint, right, call from a controller, and your controller called the service layer, and inside, right, your controller call the method from a service layer. Your controller call the method from a service layer, and your service layer call from a repository, employee repository dot find out. Employee repository dot find out. So what happened internally, friends? This is the method of a Spring JPA repository. This is the method of a JPA. So JPA is ORM tool. Consider this is the method of a JPA repository. Okay, and JPA repository is ORM. So as per the standard of ORM, here we have an employee class. So here we have a list of employee, list employee. What happened here? Here we have a list, and in the list contain employee objects. Suppose here we have one list, and in list contain employee objects. Okay, and in employee object contain some fields like as ID, then a name, then a qualification, and then a salary, then a salary here. So what happened internally? This one steward in ID. Okay, this one steward in ID, this name steward in a name. Okay, this name steward in a name, and this qualification steward in engineering. So qualification, and this 30,000 stored in the salary. So what happens? This is the name and value pair data, and this data written in this object written here in list, and this return, right, this data written on a view, right, on a view as a response in a JSON format. So the benefit is, friends, we can use this data in any front-end technology, like as we can use in Angular also, we can use in a JSP also, we can use with a jQuery also, Okay, we can use also in Android application. We can use also in a .NET. Everything is here. The major benefit is, because what happens, friends, when we use the REST APIs for a data returning purpose, then we can use the data at any technologies. It is a major benefit of the REST controllers and REST APIs. Okay, thank you, friends. Friends, if you like our videos, please subscribe our channel.